Mhm. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Victoria of NetNomads community, and it's just absolutely wonderful to be sharing this vision that has been with me for many, many, many years. And the on the agenda tonight is to really talk about the golden age, this new earth that we are bringing in, which is something that has been resonant with me since I was a very little girl. I just had this vision or this feeling of being nice with each other and being kind and gentle it was a harsh awakening for me to come into what the reality of life and how brutal it was. So my personal journey of doing this inner work has really been to help me remember who I am. And a lot of the part is, this can be a lonely path. It can absolutely be very lonely. So for us to get together and share this journey with other people who are also on the journey of, remembering who they are, of doing the inner work, of going through all the shadow processes and just finding a different way of getting together. So the vision for Net Nomads is for us to get together, to be able to support each other in our personal, professional, and spiritual growth. So the platform has been built as a way for us to enable this to make this possible. So why a social marketplace? Well, the social aspect of it is you could say the marketing aspect of it. That's our way of getting to know, like, and trust each other, so we can get to know more about each other in an authentic way. And then the marketplace is the way of doing business with each other, because so many heart-centered people just find business really icky. And certainly when it comes to asking for money and charging what we're worth, and I mean, there is this is such a deep rabbit hole to go down. uh, yeah, so that's the purpose of the social and the marketplace. But what surrounds it is our community of heart-centered people who are doing the inner work, and we really want to support each other. And something that has been coming up with me, certainly in the last week or two, is AI this and AI that and AI this and AI that, and like coming at it, from all levels of people who are absolutely loving it, people who are absolutely hating it. And what has really come up for me is it's a mirror of who we are. Whatever we put into it, the prompts that we give it, and that's what gets reflected back to us. So I've been watching quite a few videos of the people who are really like pushing it and bringing in a whole bunch of stuff, and they're really scared of it. They're engaging with it on a very through fear, with fear based, and then other people going, wow, I'm absolutely really loving it. They're coming at it from a completely different point of view, whereas how can you help me, how are you a great tool to help me with my awareness with my project to make life easier. But it also means that we are navigating in an even more and more and more and more noisy, environment. I mean, the stuff that is coming out already with AI generated content is getting incredibly difficult to differentiate between what is AI, what isn't AI. How do we actually get to discern what is real and what isn't real? And the only thing is for us to be able to tap into our guides, to tap into our higher self and get the instructions through that. So as an example, the way I'm working with it now, and it's not the only way, it's just what's working for me, is I get a lot of my inspirations from meditations, and sometimes just walking in nature or sitting watching ants, so wherever the source of inspiration comes in, and I sit and cogitate on that for a bit, and then I put that topic into ChatGPT and I say, okay, please give me your best level understanding of all the levels, spiritual, psychological, mental, physical. Give me your best understanding of this. So I don't prompt it. I don't say, I, I don't give it the reason why I'm asking about that, because I want to see what it comes up in the most neutral way possible. And then I look at all the answers that I get. and then I sit and I listen to it with my heart. So I read it and I just feel into it like with my heart. How am I physically reacting to it? How is my heart reacting to it? So that's just one of the ways. I'd love to hear how everybody else is working with it. What are your thoughts? How are you feeling about it? Which really brings us to our platform, and it is by invitation only. So it's those of us who are doing the inner work. We already understand about taking radical self-responsibility. We know the amount of noise that's out there, that to be able to just go into ourselves and then just find that place of peace and calm, and to be able to engage with whatever's happening in the outside world from a place of love and joy, instead of a place of fear and panic and lack and scarcity. It's not an easy journey by any means, but this is why we do it together. So a really fun part for me. Hi, Anita. Thank you for joining us. I'm sorry, we just dived straight into the
Hi there. I'm busy eating, so I'm just.
Bon appetit.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you for joining us. So I've logged in with our demo account, and this is obviously talking about the call that we've got here. So if we want to deactivate the current site-wide notification, you just click on the X. So as people who are already part of the community, you're familiar with the layout. We've got the social aspect, which is really, it's all of this part here. It's the groups, it's the courses that we're part of, it's the collaborators that they were getting to meet and work with. The marketplace is the ability to be able to share your gifts, your creations with the world. And then community is really for us, we are the change, we are creating the change that we want to see in the world. We are in the midst of it. We're busy doing it. But one way that we are working with, how do we support each other? How do we get to know about each other in a really authentic way? So we've got this resource library, because I something that I find incredibly valuable is just how much knowledge we have. I mean, we've got our morning meditation group and we have a chat on Sundays, and the amount of information that comes out just out of that little chat, it is amazing, the nuggets that we have. But what's even more important is that we get to understand what the value is to the person who's sharing it. And that's the principle behind the resource library as well, is that, we've the challenge with forums is very quickly, you can have a topic in one forum, but it also fits into another forum, and then it fits into another forum, and it fits into another forum. So it's impossible to keep track of everything. It's absolutely impossible. So we've tried to keep the structure as flat as possible. It's very possible that this will expand. So we've just got these main ones, and then how are we really going to be able to identify and pick up all these nuggets from each other is by using the hashtags. So as everybody adds in the link or the nugget, or whatever, whether it's a YouTube video or a link to somebody's website, or whatever it is that we feel there's a resonance that we want to share it, then we will pick the most obvious of these, and then go in and share it. Like for example, sorry, let me just scoot back before I did that. Down here, so you get the overview of the main forums. On this specific page, we've got the search forums twice, but obviously once you go into the forums, you've just got the one on the side. We can search by topic, which are the main forums, and then we've got search by tags. But if we scroll down here, then you can see there are the most recent resources that have been shared. Like our lovely Anita has shared a post about Jacobo, if I'm saying that correctly. Norma has shown this beautiful blessing as well. What we bless blesses us, and so you can see which forum it belongs to. But what I also wanted to show is so we'll use the search the resource library. So let's say, like I've just shared it, the post with Diana Cooper, which I'm busy working with at the moment in the mystical realms, where it's a lot about actually talking about the archangels. So if I'm trying to look for everything to do with angels, and you'll see that these are the most recent topics that have come up with angels. So if you have a look here, you can see that the name just shows Diana Cooper, but it actually doesn't show anything else that is related to Diana Cooper. So a better way for me to have added this would be would say Diana Cooper, angels, unicorns, dragons, mystical experiences, monad, to really include the additional information so that we'll be able to find to be able to find it back, because basically if the words that we're looking for aren't in these descriptions, our search won't be able to find it. So it's just just coming to a way of being able to share this in a way that resonates with everybody. And you can see we've got this first chapter of the golden future. It's so exciting. So I've shared the link in here as well. This one is really nice because I just watched something about AI and it was like really all doom and gloom, and I thought, that can't be all there is. And then almost straight away, I got a thing with Emilia Ortez and Diana Cooper, and it was just so beautiful, all about the really positive message and how amazing it is to be here at this time. And she's talking about the golden future, which is a book that she's created. So this is the first chapter of her book, which is also very exciting. It's talking about the vision that I had as a little girl about having this incredible community of people of just getting on so well and just full of love and joy and coming from a heart-centered place. This is what you're bringing in, which is just super, super, super exciting. But I really wanted to use this example. So, she does mention like unicorns, for example. So if I type in unicorns in my search term, it says no search results were found. And that's because I didn't have the word unicorns either in my title or in any of my descriptions. So it's just, learning a different way of doing it. So what I won't be able to edit this one now. So I'm just going to add a result. So if I come back to Diana Cooper, I can, for example, add a reply to this. And what's also really fun is that we can then subscribe to specific conversations, or we can subscribe to the forum as well if you're interested in the whole thing. And if you mark it as favorite, then you'll be able to find that back yourself. So you can really use this to navigate and really tag the topics that you're most interested in. So if I say, if I reply to this and I just say, I really enjoy the discussions around unicorns too. And so you can see it's got the tag here, Diana Cooper and Mystical. We can just leave it like that, or we can add another tag if we want to. And if I go post, then it comes in as a reply to that. I actually haven't tested it to see if it works in the. We'll see. Oh yes. So here you can see that there has been one conversation. So it has now been added, and we can find the search result back, and you can see here it is. I really enjoy the discussions around unicorns too. So the whole idea behind the resource libraries is absolutely for us to just get to know each other, share what has helped us, why it's helped us, why it inspires us, and really to support our journey with each other. Like if I click on natural remedies now, there we can see the gorgeous recipes that Anita has shared already. So it's just such a fun way of us to get to know each other authentically, person to person, heart to heart. So that's the idea behind the resource library, and that's how it fits in with the rest of our subject. So I'm going to stop sharing at the moment, and then we can have a chat. And let me know if that was too quick, because I know I can be. Do you have any questions about that?
I wanted to say something regarding the AI.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I feel like it's a distraction.
Okay.
For people to not focus on doing the inner work to know how powerful they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I feel that's what is happening.
Okay.
And the AI is what you feed in it.
Yeah.
So we are more intelligent more than the AI. Our higher selves know more than the AI. So I feel like it's a distraction for people to know that they are much more powerful than the AI. I don't know. I might be wrong, but that's my feeling.
Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, from what I'm seeing from this is it is going to get to the point where there is so much information available to us that if people aren't doing the inner work, they're just going to go crazy because they won't know what's true. It's like the Tower of Babel.
Yeah, so I'm speaking from my own experience, like where I am now, seeing that you can be guided and things can just go smoothly. Your life can just change for the better. So I just wish that for everyone that if they could just do their inner work and get to that point, it will be awesome for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. 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 How where you are, how many people that you know of are doing the inner work?
Not much, eh?
Yeah.
So you take one person at a time, because you start being labeled like you are in a cult. It's not easy, but one person at a time. And once the person has mastered it, they'll tell the next person. So that's what we are doing, one person at a time, one person at a time.
Very cool. Very cool.
Because the beliefs and the conditioning, it's not easy, eh?
No, and especially the subconscious stuff, the stuff that people aren't even aware of.
Yes. So
absolutely.
Yeah, but for those who get it, they really get it. Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool.
So that's why I'm so excited about your platform, where people can share, even in the small bits and pieces of this and that, where people will learn from each other, different experiences. It helps other people.
Absolutely.
So it's only that I haven't really been in there because I'm so busy. I'm still doing that course. Remember that course I manifested the course with name. So I've been so busy with that. So I was like, I need to get time to do this. Because I know it's so wonderful. It's the best thing you've ever created. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Anita or Mike, do you have any questions or comments? Anything that you'd like to share?
I don't think I've got any questions today, but
cool.
I think I love the resource library. I think that's a really good way of sharing things. It's handy to know. It's good for you talking it through with us, because it's handy to know how to navigate it.
Yeah, sure.
Of course, that's
I also forgot to show you. Sorry, I was to show you one more thing.
Yeah.
So what I've also done with the with the resource library. So each forum has a description. So, like for example, in the from Spark to Start, if you click on the View More, you can see you've got a seed or an idea that's ready for a little sunlight. You know, it just really gives a description of what this is about. And then down at the bottom, I've also included tag suggestions. And I've included this, you know, so there's a description, and then underneath there are tag suggestions, because obviously the more we can use specific tags or the same tags, the easier it is to find conversations, to find related conversations, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you know, whichever tags we have here will then come up here, and on this side you can see how the Joe Dispenza has got 9, because there are 9 links or posts that have been shared with the tag Joe Dispenza. And then, you know, the smaller ones are slightly smaller. So like extraterrestrials have currently only got 1 post. Like Diana Cooper's just got 1 at the moment. And then obviously the more people who use it, then the bigger it gets, and it, you know, it gives you an idea of what people are sharing as well, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
But you know, if we click on any one of the forums, you get the description and then the suggested tags as well. So, thank you.
Yeah, that's handy. Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me about that.
Great.
Cool. Thanks, Anita. And I really appreciate that you're such a pioneer. I mean, when we first started this, wow. It's thanks to you that we've done all the trainings and everything. So yeah, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Gosh, yeah. Well, no, it's been a great journey, and it's testimony to what you're standing for, in that you do feel very supported as you're going through it, and collectively people will come up with ideas, and you've been brilliant at sort of, you know, guiding us through, and noting to record things so that people can follow on as well. So that's great. Absolutely great. Yeah.
Appreciate the collaboration.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. Cool. Well, I think that's enough. That's certainly what I had in mind to share. So I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you very much for watching, and we can have another little quick end off. Thanks for watching, guys.